Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Black Panther Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave Submariner. Here we have Namor the Submariner in the front window box with a very cool Submariner logo there at the bottom. We get another logo here at the top. We get some cool artwork on that side, and it's the same on both sides. We get a great product shot as well as all the other figures needed in this wave to build the Okoye Build-A-Figure. And at the top we do have the read-up. With incredible strength and swimming speed, Submariner is a powerful force on land and sea. And at the bottom we do have the UPC code, so you can check with your local retailer to see if it is in stock. But enough about that, let's get this open and take a look at the Submariner. And here is Namor the Submariner outside of the packaging, displayed with the baby-faced head sculpt, and of course his massive trident that he has there. Pretty cool figure. I love that we get this traditional Namor, or at least maybe a throwback Namor there, where he's just wearing his scaly underwear there. So definitely really cool to have just an alternate version of this character. He does come with a few accessories as far as alternate hands and an alternate head, as well as, of course, that trident. So first we're going to get a better look at the alternate hands and the trident, and then we're going to get a better look at Namor the Submariner himself. And the Submariner does come with a fair amount of accessories. We do get this alternate head, which is a bearded head, which we're actually going to do a better look at that when we look at the figure up close, which leaves us with his extra hands and his trident. So looking first at his trident, there's no paint on it. It is all just molded in gold. But yeah, that is a crazy looking setup this time. You have sort of this, I don't know, is that like a seahorse? Maybe a shell, I don't know, some sort of design. And yeah, really cool there. What do we got here? Looks like a snake or an eel scale of some sort. Yeah, got a crazy little tail there, but you can actually see some scales sculpted in it. And there's not really a whole lot going on at the end, just a pretty standard piece at the end. But yeah, pretty cool looking trident there. And then he does have his alternate hands, which are his swimming or potentially flying hands. And yeah, we've seen these before. They're nothing too far out there. I think we've even seen these with the same hands that came with Iron Fist. I don't know, maybe. But again, like most Marvel Legends figures, they're very easy to swap out. You just pull off the hand that comes on it, and then pop in the hand you want on there, and there you go, you have your swimming hand. And then of course he does come with a gripping hand to hold on to the trident. I kind of wish he would have come with some fisted hands for some other poses, but oh well, not too big a deal, I guess. But enough about that, let's go ahead and get a better look at the Submariner. So real quick, since I mentioned it, I wanted to see how it would look, so I grabbed a fisted hand from the All-Father Iron Fist, which was the white suit Iron Fist, and not too shabby. The skin tone is slightly lighter, but if you do want a fisted hand, that actually comes out not looking too bad. It might be a little bit on the small side, but I don't know if you can really tell, to be honest with you. So if you did want a fisted hand and you got a Iron Fist sitting around, you could use that. So looking up close first here at the baby-faced version of Namor, we get a pretty clean looking head sculpt. Paint job looks to be done quite nicely. He's got those high arched eyebrows that came out looking good. Some slight imperfections there in the plastic, but nothing too bad. And then he does have that flat top with the slightly flared back hair. And of course he does have those ears pointed out. So yeah, not too bad of a classic looking Namor for sure. To switch it out, just like again any other Marvel Legends, he does have just the ball joint, and then you pop on the other head. And then taking a look now at the stronger, manlier version, yeah, not bad. Looks like the mustache got a little bit on his nose there. But for the most part, the beard came out looking decent. Looks like the mustache paint should have gone a little bit lower. But you can see we actually have the beard sculpted in. So that is kind of cool that it's not just paint, that it is actually sculpted in. Still has the high arch eyebrows, and the hair you can see again is still flared back and a little bit more of a point back here than it was on the other one. So very, very good looking head sculpts, to be honest with you, on both accounts. Going down, so we have no paint. This is all molded plastic, and we just have, you know, a shirtless Namor here, and the musculature and the sculpt looks very, very good and very detailed. I mean, yeah, pretty tough looking guy. And then, of course, on his little Speedos here, you get a little shell on his belt, and then you get the scales individually sculpted on there, and a metallic green look so that you do get a little bit of a shimmer. So very cool. And then on the hands you do have these gauntlets, I guess you can call them, bracers, whatever. And then looking again, you got his swimming or flying hand and his grip hand. And then going down the rest of the figure, again, there's no paint or anything. You just have sculpted muscles in his legs, and of course on his ankles we do get his little wings there sculpted in, and you can see the ones there on the left are a little crooked versus the ones on the right. So that is just how they came out of packaging. So but let's go ahead and take a look now at scale and articulation. And checking out the scale on the Submariner, we can see he's coming in at about 6.5 inches tall, so he is a little bit on the taller side. As far as his head articulation goes, we can rotate all the way around, bury his chin pretty far, can look up very far, has arms that can come up into almost a full T-pose. Of course, has shoulder rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and he does have a hinge as well as a wrist rotation. He's got an ab crunch that can go down that far, go back that far. He does have waist rotation. Legs don't actually get apart very far. Can kick forward, not too shabby. Backwards, really not at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, a boot cut, which is kind of weird when you actually think about that. And then he has a hinge as well as pivot at the ankles. And for a quick comparison, here is everybody standing together. We have the comic characters Iron Man, Namor the Submariner, and Black Bolt, and then the MCU characters Black Panther, Killmonger, Nakia, and Okoye. And that about does it for this review, everyone. And overall, I think this was a really well executed Namor. The fact that they gave us the two different head sculpts, I think, is very cool. And the fact that we just get this classic look is great as well, especially with the Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four wave. It's great to get a classic version of Namor for some of the setup that we will be able to do with that. But great figure, worth picking up for sure, and I'm sure you can still find him out there. The Okoye wave is still pretty much very readily available. Anyway, if you like this review, please make sure to hit that like button down below. If you have any comments, leave those down below as well. I always love hearing from you. And make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. And aside from that, thanks for watching my video and have a great day. To do with